People have been recommending BeamNG to me as a rally sim for many years now. Apparently the physics are crazy good, the modding is incredible, and the game is really fun, but I've never actually played it to this week, and I've been giving it a go for the last couple of days, and I've been trying all sorts of different stuff, seeing how it feels, including trying one stage that I thought was going to be really easy, but it turned out to be pretty much the hardest experience of my entire life. But yeah, let's have a look at BeamNG Rally. So if you've never heard of BeamNG, it's been around since like 2013, and it's mostly known for its soft body physics simulation. Basically, if you crash in BeamNG, everything breaks in a wonderfully satisfying way. My Instagram feed, for example, has worked out that I love videos of cars crashing in BeamNG, and so I'm constantly fed videos of cars like driving off cliffs, or those like ones where it drives off the cliff and it gives you like a survival percentage that they make up out of nowhere. So yeah, my brain's addicted to that. I don't know why, but that's been my only experience with the game up until this week. And now I tried it to actually drive it myself. The other thing BeamNG is known for is its crazy levels of modding. It's sort of, I would say, like Assetto Corsa or old R Factor, or even like, I don't know, Roblox levels of modding and creativity. There are so many different cars, tracks, scenarios, lots of different things, and it's all managed from an in-game mod manager, which I think is a fantastic addition, and it makes kind of playing around with the files way easier than having to go into like actual files in your computer. I've been recommended a bunch of different kind of rally mods to play. I've loaded a bunch of them to my computer, and it should be said that there is a lot of variation to it. I've been playing around with like Dakar trucks, to like tarmac rally, to classic kind of dirt stages and classic cars. I also I downloaded a mod which was just like all the Sega rally courses because I'm a nerd and I have nostalgia, and that was great as well. But yeah, the main thing I did is I wanted to jump into a vanilla car in a vanilla stage with a kind of a co-driver mod and see what the game feels like. And what I experienced was, it was a lot. Anyway, you can check it out. Okay, we're underway and we're doing BeamNG Rally. And we're in the Hirochi Sunburst at a track that is from the base game and apparently has co-driver notes all through it, so I'm excited to try it. The co-driver that I'm using is a mod, so somebody's actually gone in and made pace notes for this stage, so that's kind of cool. And so far from the other stages I've tried, they're generally pretty good, especially coming from AC Rally where the co-driver notes were like AI generated. These are all done by hand, so. And my first impressions of playing BeamNG, because I've been playing it for a couple of days now, is that it's really difficult. It's way more difficult than I was expecting. The car definitely feels like it will spin out if you really mess things up or get quite sideways. I would say that it's, as much as it's difficult, it kind of makes sense what the car is doing. And the more time I spend with it, it makes more and more sense. And I would say it's more like Richard Burns Rally than like EAWRC in terms of feeling. You know, this car doesn't have ABS, so if you hit the brakes, the engine will lock up, which is similar to Richard Burns. So I can see why a lot of people love this. And of course, the crashes and stuff in this game are ridiculous. But otherwise, I've got to be honest, like, I'm not the biggest fan of the force feedback. I don't feel like I'm getting a lot of feeling through the wheel. And it feels like the car's kind of floating on the surface of the track a little bit, unlike some of the other rally games where it feels like the car really digs into the surface. So as you can see, the stage is very tight. A lot tighter than I was expecting. I was expecting full, like, WRC spec stage. And I've got to be honest, oh my god, that's tight. Why is that so tight? This feels more like a mud runner stage. Okay, I've definitely taken the wrong car to this. I feel like I should have taken like a Baja truck or something. Okay, so I'm trying a stage in a mod called, I think it's PJS Rally and Drift. We've almost understeered off at the first corner. And this is a stage called Nico Gravel. And it is a little wider than the stages I've tried out so far. I've got to be honest, I found some of the content in this game pretty hit or miss. So this does seem more open and more forgiving than some of the other rally stages I've tried. The co-driver mod that I'm using is quite good, but it also bugs out a lot. For example, I was trying some other stages and sometimes you get halfway through the stage and it would just stop working. So I'm honestly like, I'm fairly impressed with BeamNG Rally, but it's quite buggy. Like all the mods and stuff, but that is, I guess, to be expected. The center course is the same. Oh god, big jump. Do we take it flat? Oh god. I really just don't want to hit anything. In BeamNG, it's so easy to just damage the car. I guess, which is pretty realistic, I would say. Unlike some other rally sims, like Cough Cough, the old WRC games before EA took over, you could hit a lot of objects before your car got damaged. But in this, it's like you touch something and yeah, you got damaged. Okay, and that's the finish. Whoop, whoop. Not bad. That was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. That was good. So that was my experience doing some rally in BeamNG, but I have played a bunch of it since, and honestly, I think it's fun. I think the physics of the cars it's really good. I think they have a certain weight to them. I like how there's like, you know, it feels like the ABS is simulated really well, or in my case, when you have ABS off, it's the engine stalls and it all kind of behaves in a really interesting way. The best thing about BeamNG, I've got to be honest, is that it's a sandbox. Playing this game feels like I'm playing like Motorsport Gary's mod in a way. Like, there's so many possibilities and crashing is so fantastic. Like falling off a cliff and watching everything break is the most satisfying thing ever. Yeah, I'll be honest, my experience driving, it wasn't as good as the actual rally sims that we have available today, probably talking EAWRC and Richard Burns Rally. Like, it feels a little bit scuffed. The stages don't feel kind of quite right. And yeah, it doesn't feel 100% there, but I can see why people love this and why people keep creating their own content and how people spend hundreds of hours playing this game. It's really, really deep. I imagine spending hours with my friends just like creating random scenarios would be a lot of fun. And if you've been playing BeamNG as well, please let me know in the comments. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. If you've got any like mods that you're like, I should try that out, because maybe I picked a bad co-driver mod, I don't know. But if you like the video, feel free to leave a like. And you can also subscribe to Overtake for more sim racing videos as well. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.